Did you see that? A ghost.
Welcome to Paranormal Pentivity, a show about songwriting, ghostwriting, and everything in between. My name is Nayim. I am your host. Long albums are trash. Now let me explain what the fuck I'm talking about. I feel like when you are putting an album out, just because of the climate that we live in today, and I know, and we're not talking about motherfuckers putting a project out for their fans. We're talking about general consensus for the album. And I actually would argue that when we talking about an album, even so your fans won't get fucking fatigued with hearing you, because that is a thing, album fatigue. When you got a motherfucker putting 25, 35 motherfuckers releasing double discs, 40 song albums and shit, that's enough for 4 projects. I do have a formula for the perfect album, but my thing is, we know why motherfuckers put the 40 songs on a project, 35 songs on a project. It's because, and we're talking about something that they want to make money off of. We're not talking about your mixtape. We're not talking about your promotional package. We're talking about 40, 30, 25, 20, 17 fucking songs. Original songs, not covers, not freestyling on other niggas' beats. 17, 20, 25, 30, 40 original songs on one project is because they want that streaming money, because they know nobody's gonna buy that shit. My thing with that is, there is a thing called fatigue. Motherfuckers get tired of hearing that shit. Like, I'm gonna be for real. Motherfuckers, if your shit not hitting how it's supposed to hit, when they cut it on, your fans are gonna listen because they're your fans. But regular people you trying to get to convert into fans, if you haven't already peaked when it comes to fandom, niggas is not playing that shit, bro. Like, you got the first 15 seconds of the first 3 songs. Motherfuckers might listen to the first 20 seconds of each song to determine, because, you know, all of the stuff I talk about over here flows into everything else, because you can't, you shouldn't do that. Like, it is, you have the first 15 seconds to grab a motherfucker's attention, and how many first 15 seconds do you really think before a motherfucker cut it off? And you know, with me, when I cut an album on, I like to play my albums in order the first time around, and then I'll play it on shuffle if I like most of the album. But when you start, and it's just like you listening, you trying to give this shit a chance, and you listening, if an album too long, or if I don't know how long it is, because I often won't look to see how many songs it is, unless somebody put a cover out, I'll go back and look, and I'll be on like track 8, and I'm going to see how many motherfucking songs I got left, because this shit is getting a little long. If it's like 4 songs left, perfect. This album about to be over. You only got so much time before motherfuckers get tired of hearing your album. I don't want to listen to no fucking album where it takes me 3 days to listen to your album because there's so many songs. I want to be able to cut your project on, play the project in one sitting, pull the shit that I like off of it, and then go back and listen to it again. The average consumer ain't giving you that chance. The average consumer sees 40 Chris Brown songs, and they're like, oh no, I'm not listening to no fucking 40 track album, because the more songs that's on a project, the more intimidating it is. I have the perfect album formula. Again, we will talk about that another time, but the more music that you have on a project, the more intimidating it is. It's not how this shit used to be. Nowadays, you don't have 40 songs. 40 songs, that's 40 fucking projects. You know what I'm saying? 40 projects. There's 4 projects. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to be generous with it, 3. Realistically, it's about 3 projects. It wouldn't be 2, because 2 would be too many. So it would be 3 projects. The thing is, you're gonna lose. Like, you automatically lose when you have those long ass albums, because nobody wanna sit there and do that. Now, a motherfucker would be hyped if you had 40 fucking albums, because that goddamn, like, 40 albums is not intimidating. A 40 track album is intimidating, and people not trying to feel like you're pressed. And then that's when it comes into this thing where motherfuckers is fucking talking crazy about you. They saying, oh, you doing it just because you want the streaming money, and that is true. These motherfuckers do it just because they want to get paid from the streams. They're not doing it because they just love albums so much and they just wanted to pour their soul out, and it took them 40 tracks to pour their soul out. No, motherfuckers is not pouring their soul out for 40 tracks. Like, you want, and the math is so fucking crazy with the streaming, because with the streaming, I think it's every 1,500 streams counts as one sale or one album or some shit like that, or one sale, some shit like that. So every 1,500 streams is one album. So if you put 40 songs up here and 1,500 people go through it one time, you done sold 40 fucking albums. Now do the math for these motherfuckers who get millions or whatever and then put on fucking playlists, and how a nigga go platinum off streams ain't sold 100,000 physical copies is beyond me. And this is how you know it's all bullshit. This is why you know a long album is fucking garbage and trash and should never be done. Not only because motherfuckers is gonna be fatigued, tired of it, and intimidated, it's because why do you want to manipulate it? I told myself if I ever put a commercial album out that I would only count my physical sales, because that's how I would know that I'm proud of that person who went and spent that money on that whatever. Like, because my thing is, motherfuckers will have 1 billion streams first week, they sold 2,000 physicals. So you mean to tell me 1 billion times this album's been listened to? So let's just say 100 million people listen to this album. Only 2,000 people out of 100 million people listen to this. But if you got a 40 track album, fucking, it might be 40 million people who listen to your album. You got 1 billion streams from 40 million people, but you only sold 3,000 physicals. So out of 40 million people who are listening to you a month, you were only able to sell 2,000. There is something wrong. And this is why you shouldn't even be trying to put out a bunch. You shouldn't be batching 40 songs at a time if you not like that. And nobody's like that, because nobody want to hear it. You will be a meme forever. Like, you will be a meme. They will call you desperate and broke and every other name they can come up with, because what the fuck is that? And that's just my take. Like, I hate a long album. I also hate an album with too many features, but I already talked about that. And then when you get these fucking 20 track albums and half, if not all the music have features, it's 3 songs that are solo songs and 2 of them is interludes. Like, people like it's too techie. Like, they too technical and it's so ridiculous to me. It's just all fucking ridiculous to me. Start with the long albums. It's garbage. It's a waste of time. You make yourself look crazy as fuck. Break that up and spend more time on your music, and spend more time with making your music good, instead of just trying to throw shit at the wall to see what stick. Of course, if you have 40 songs, one of them is bound to be a hit record, but you shouldn't be even putting that shit out there like that. But we'll talk about that another time. This is Paranormal Pentivity. My name is Nayim, and I will holler at you.
Did you see that? A ghost.